We are Sorted, a group of mates from London exploring the newest and best in the world of food whilst trying to have a few laughs along the way. We've got chefs, we've got normals, and a whole world of stuff for you to explore, but everything we do starts with you.
Hello, welcome to our fridge. This is Mike, and I'm Ben.
Let's just bring in the cool music montage.
These are 3 different omelettes. Each one takes a different amount of time to make. Each one has different stuff in it. But which one is best?
Well, fear not, we're going to show you how to make each and every one of them.
And to get started, I'm going to show you how to make an omelette in 5 minutes. This is ultimate to me because, well, 2 reasons. One, it takes less than 5 minutes, and it's the easiest thing in the world. A chefy version is going to take a lot longer and be a lot more effort, and I don't think it's going to be that worth it. I'm intrigued to see what they think. I've got eggs, cheese, butter, chives, and this beauty. The key in getting this bang on is preparation. Make sure you've got everything in front of you, because once you start, you can't stop. Firstly, I'm doing all the chus. Cheese, chives into the chopper. And I'm cracking some eggs, salt and pepper into a beaker. Then I'm blitzing up all my chus into a nice greeny, cheesy crumb. And then using the same machine, adding my whisk attachment and whisking up my eggs. Right, with that prepped, it's now time to get cooking. I've got a hot pan and some butter in there that's just bubbled, and now in with your eggs. The key here is to keep dragging across the egg and kind of ruining your omelette over and over and over again. So the top of the egg moves down to the base and then cooks again. You still want the eggs slightly loose on top, so it's nice and gooey in the middle, and then in with your filling. We're only using half of this because this serves 2. Then fold it in over a third, and the final third, you want to flip it over one more time. This way it's slightly undercooked in the middle, so it's nice and gooey and cheesy. Then top it off. That was silly, wasn't it? 2 bits of chive on top. Don't know why I did that. Come on.
Don't get me wrong, that's what I love in an omelette, simplicity.
I think it was actually 2 minutes.
Wouldn't you love a bit more of everything in your omelette though? Barry's Simple Omelette sounds perfect for a simple person like Barry. It's great if you're cooking for one person. It's great if you don't like a lot going on in your omelette. But I'm an everything kind of guy, and I like to cook for a lot of people. So this is my everything omelette. I'm using all the eggs, butter, cheese, spinach, peppers, onions, tomatoes, chives, and some ham, and I'm going to be chopping it up in this. First things first, we're going to prep everything before we start cooking, and that basically means chopping things up and chucking them in the chopper to make them as small as possible. Roughly chopped onions, do the same with pepper, then ham, spinach, cheese and chives. Just dice your tomatoes because they'll be too wet otherwise. It'll go down, it's spinach. Then 10 eggs, cracked, whisked up. Seasoned to taste. Blitzing up and preparing everything beforehand makes it incredibly quick and easy to prep, but also it's so small that it makes it incredibly quick and easy to cook as well. Here comes the really smart bit. Now with everything prepped, people can decide exactly what they want in their omelette. Obviously, everything. Start with the things that take longest to cook: onion, then pepper, bit of spinach, and then you're good with your ham and tomatoes. Now it's egg time and I need to work quick here. We're going to pour in just enough eggs to cover the bottom of the pan. That's about 1/4 of what we whisked up. And then what I'm doing is bringing the eggs into the middle of the pan and letting the runny egg fill the gap so it all cooks. Once it stops doing that and the top is almost cooked, we're going to crumble our cheese and chive mix right down the middle and then fold in 1/3 of the omelette with my spatula. Flip it out onto a plate, and there is everything you need to know to make an everything omelette from the everyman. Wait, it hasn't got everything on it. Ooh!
Already looks like it's got more going on, but commit to this. For the chefy one, it has got no more ingredients in it, just 4, but it does take a little bit more time. A Spanish omelette tortilla. And no moaning in the comments, this is still omelette-esque, eggs cooked in pan. The 4 ingredients are spuds, onion, olive oil, and eggs. And we're gonna use this. First up, I'm peeling my potatoes and then I'm going to push it through the thick slicing disc of a food processor because you want every slice to be the same thickness so it cooks in the same amount of time. Still impresses me every time. Now in a large frying pan, we're going to add a fair good glug of olive oil and start to cook the potatoes in it. They won't all be submerged in the oil, don't worry, because we're also going to add a lid and they'll need 5 or 6 minutes head start. Give the food processor a quick wipe out. And then slice the onion. Swap out the thick slicing disc for the thin one. Once your potatoes have had maybe 6 or 8 minutes head start, turn them once in that time, then add in your onions for another 6 to 8 minutes. Whilst the onions soften, same food processor, different attachment, go in with 8 eggs and just whisk them up. Season well, salt and pepper. Pour your eggs into a big bowl, and then once the potato and onion are cooked, they go into the same bowl along with all the olive oil. Let the mixture rest for 10 minutes or so, then back into the pan with a little extra oil. Having potentially offended the Spanish by calling this an omelette, I'm now going to potentially offend them again with this part of the process. You want it at a time when it's coming away from the side of the pan. Slide it out onto a plate, put the pan upside down on top, flip the entire thing, tidy anywhere where it might have got messy, and put it back on the hob for another 5 minutes that way up before sliding it onto a plate and leave it to cool slightly before serving. Hola!
Olé, yes.
So now, let's dig in,
No, come on, to be fair, shouldn't you have served up one portion of yours? Because
That's not fair.
Yeah,
We'll
that's
taste
not
a
fair.
slither.
Right.
We'll taste a slither.
Thank you, Jamie, a little bit.
I love an omelette that's a little bit diverse in the middle.
I surprised myself at
You're
how...
speaking French, you're speaking Spanish. What's... Cheers. Barry Taylor, for a simple omelette that took no time at all, that is great.
I can't get my head around how simple that was.
Let's add something more to it, shall we? Cheers.
See, because everything is chopped up so fine, you don't just have everything in it, but you have a bit of everything in every mouthful.
Yeah.
So good.
Oh, don't give me a sliver, give me a wedge, mate.
Get a load of that.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Honestly, how long have we been doing this for?
Every slice of potato intact, but cooked so perfectly that your knife just glides through it.
That's a different level.
I'm going to put it out there, my one, as good cold as it is warm. I think I put this in the same realm as a classic bloomer loaf. How can such simple ingredients taste so good?
Care and attention to each ingredient, and they're all there for a reason.
They all serve very different purposes. I mean, I would go for one end or the other. Yours is lovely. For me, it's a step too far.
But if you were going to cook an omelette with the family, and you were making breakfast one morning, you're like, right, there's people staying around, I'm going to make omelettes for everyone. You would get mise en place, you would get all of your different bits and pieces together, and then you could pretend you're in a hotel and go like, right, I'm at the omelette station. What do you guys want?
I would go, guys, what
That's
would you
the
rather?
only difference
Do you
between mine and yours.
Do you want an omelette with everything in it, or do you want an omelette that's just as good and a coffee?
Where'd coffee come into this?
Coffee coming.
I
That's
like-
another video.
I'd rather focus on making a cup of coffee to go with it, rather than just throw everything else in it.
In a world of personalisation, I love the fact that that would suit everyone.
If your mum was there and she went, oh, actually, Barry, I don't want any cheese, what are you going to do? Sorry, Mum, I've already got cheese and chives, it's going in, but you have got a coffee.
I can't look past my own dish. That is the best omelette there, purely because it's the simplest.
I'm going to go against every bone in my body and say that Barry's is my favourite because of the simplicity and the
I
speed.
love that because it hurts you so much.
The tortilla is the tastiest, but Barry gets 3 for 3 because I think that is what an omelette is.
Has that ever happened before in one of these videos? Have we ever chosen the simpletons one?
I get brownie points for this, right?
Well, shock in the sorted studio. Do you agree? Which one would be your favourite? Comment down below and let us know. And also, let us know what we should be comparing next.
Actually, the real winner is this one because there's still some left. Who wants a slice?
Yes, please.
Actually, I think you'll find the omelette station is still up and running. So,
If you're enjoying these comparison recipes, don't forget to give the video a like.
And while we're on the subject of omelettes, our AM menu book, which is all about breakfast recipes, is going down very well. Not only visually, but digestively as well, and taste-wise. You should get a copy. All the info is linked down below.
Until Sunday, enjoy your week.
Goodbye.
As we mentioned, we don't just make top quality YouTube videos. No. We've built the Sorted Club, where we use the best things we've learned to create stuff that's hopefully interesting and useful to other food lovers. Check it out if you're interested. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in a few days.
Same food processor, while the I'm actually crying from those onions. See, I always get emotional omelettes.